Greetings, YouTubers of the world. I am Arcanum Fantasy, and today I have, let's just say, a very trying fanfiction to bring to the light of day today. A wonderful little number called Ponyville High School. Razor's story. Now, something to keep in mind is that this thing's actual story is absolutely nothing like what is presented in the description. Yes, this is one of those falsely advertised fanfictions, and I sincerely, and I cannot stress this enough, sincerely pity anyone who stumbles across this thing. The story, from what the description says it should be, is about this young unicorn stallion named Razor Slice, who has some self-loathing issues that he expresses by cutting himself. However, he also functions as something of a counselor for the other female students. What we get instead is a unrealistic display of self-mutilation, and extremely rushed romance, as well as all kinds of B, C, D, and Z plots that are completely irrelevant to the main story, and not to mention are an extreme distraction. Plus, the writer annoys at least readers like me by creating a false ending in the middle of the story, much like, another rather brilliant fan fiction going by the name of Shadow Saver. This fanfic is trying, and I felt like I was experiencing a new brand of torture just going through it. I figured, hey, there might be just something about this fic that's savable. After all, it has a very interesting, albeit depressing, OC. But no, just no. There was nothing good about this. And believe me when I say this, I absolutely hate the thought of giving this other fanfic credit, but to give Condemned credit, they at least knew what direction they were going for with their fanfic. And the OCs were both despicable, but also intriguing. This OC is killed off so easily and so early in the fic that there isn't even any storyline to him aside from his apparent self-loathing. Add to the fact that the romance between him and the leading heroine is extremely thin. There was virtually no build-up, and there was pretty much no feeling towards the end when Razor meets his demise. Plus, this thing is written like there's supposed to be a sequel, when there is no sequel. Plus, the writer keeps killing off characters before we can even get attached to them. Some of them weren't even deaths that made any real sense, or even should have had to have happened. Frankly, this fanfiction is all over the place, and I avoid going anywhere near it. Or rather, that's my recommendation. Now, as to the personal problems I have with it. First, let's go with spelling. They are all over the place. This fanfiction has so many spelling errors that it just boggles me. Grammar errors? Again, everywhere, such as using the wrong kind of to most of the time, and ultimately using every single wrong tense in every sentence. Examples being using a present tense word in a past tense sentence and vice versa. Storyline, like I said, it's sporadic, it's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. It's one of those varieties that just makes me want to rip my hair out. Finally, pacing. There is no pacing. This thing has virtually no pacing, and it drives me out of my ever-loving mind. In conclusion, I can only say this fanfic deserves a 1 out of 10. And that's me being extremely generous. If I had it my way, this fanfic would be something that I would quickly erase from fanfiction, and would love to erase from my own mind. And I know that's a bit rough, but believe me, this is the kind of storyline and writing style that leaves people scarred. Now that this whole thing has been finished, allow me to say this. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you're feeling particularly generous, stop by my Patreon account and leave a small donation. After all, every little bit helps. Also, be sure to check out my own written works on fanfiction, and be sure to provide any kind of creative critiques you might think I need. Also, in regards to my Patreon account, I'm also happy to announce that should any of you choose to be a subscriber and provide a $2 donation, your name will be placed into a monthly raffle, in which your name will be chosen and a fanfiction of your choosing will be put into my next video. This request can be literally anything, and can bypass my non-plot fiction and non-incomplete rulings. So, with that said, have fun, enjoy your day, and sleep well, my friends.